to keep the show going, we got another very funny entertainer coming up. Right now, we got America's Sweetheart coming up, Mary Upchurch.
Thank you so much. Hi, everybody. How are you? Good. I'm so excited to be here. I'm Mary. For those of you who don't know me, you probably recognize me from the People You May Know section of Facebook. I appear regularly there. People You May Know section, that's so weird, right? Like, I like to call it guys I made out with once on a weekend trip to Flagstaff. And their families. It's tough. It's tough being single. I try to keep my heart open like Jane Seymour recommends with her open heart jewelry. But, you know, it's tough. I look for opportunities everywhere. There's an elementary school by my house. And on the, not the kids, you perv. There's the last Friday of every month, there's a big sign outside that says dads and donuts. So I usually stop. It's like, single dads and Bosa donuts are kind of my niche. You know, I'm not opposed to dating a guy who's divorced and has a couple of kids. Like, I think I could get a much better model, you know, who's been around the block a few times, and who's done this before, you know. It's kind of like the same theory behind buying a certified pre-owned Lexus. Like, I can't afford a new Lexus, but I think I can get one that's a couple years old with some dents and some scratches and some baggage in the trunk. It's worth a shot, you know, just slightly wounded, you know, easy for the taking. So, like I said, there's opportunities everywhere. Like, I was pulled over on Tuesday, and the policeman, he pulled me over, and he was like, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" And I said, "Yeah, it's because we're meant to be together." And then he was like playing hard to get, and he was like, "Let me see your license and registration." And I was like, "Why? You want to know where I live?" Because it's close to here. And then he kept playing hard to get, and he kept flirting, and he was like, "Do you know how fast you were going?" And I was like, "Whoa, I've never been accused of that before. I can slow down if you like." And he's like, "Here, be here, November 7th, 10 a.m. I'm like, "It's a date! At the courthouse! I already have a dress." And then he pulled me out of the car and beat the shit out of me, so I'd say we're getting pretty serious. I went on a cruise this year. I was hoping to meet some fun single guys. Instead, I met 20 Amish girls on their Rumspringer. That's Amish spring break, if you didn't know. Things got off to kind of a bumpy start when the boat left late because we had to wait for them in their horse and buggy. I just kept thinking, like, how did they afford a 7-day Caribbean cruise? They must have sold a lot of jam. Royal Caribbean ain't cheap. And this crowd probably realizes that cruises can be really crowded, you know? But you always knew where the fun squad was because they traveled in packs. They kind of lurked in these little packs. And they all wore the same dress, but in a different color. I think they only had one dress pattern in their whole village. And they had a matching crisp white bonnet. And I started to get jealous of these modest bitches throughout the week. They were like celebrities. Like, people kept talking to them and wanting to get pictures with them. I don't even think they brought any money. Yeah, I think they were relying on their better turning skills to get free drinks. Or maybe their cow milking skills to get free drinks. Or their barn raising skills. Because that's how you raise a barn. Yeah, they drank, they smoked, they hooked up. They were all over the place. The wet bonnet contest was insane. They excommunicated the winner right there on the boat. She had to become a Mennonite. I tried selling the pictures to Amish Girls Gone Wild, but they were only interested in trading me for calico quilts and hand-woven baskets. I guess I shouldn't be too jealous, though, you know, like, this was like their last meal on death row, you know? They went back home to baking pies in the dark and waiting for the next witness protection program participant to arrive. And I get to be here, so who really won that? I just feel like everyone else finds love so easy, you know? Like, I went to school with a girl who had 3 kids. She was living in a women's group home and still somehow met a guy, got married, and had more kids. Another girl I worked with, the day after her divorce, a coworker, he professed his love to her, they got engaged and moved to Chicago. I worked at Men's Warehouse for 10 years. A warehouse for men. Do you know how many inseams I've measured? A lot. That Men's Warehouse was next to the biggest Marine Corps base in the country. I was just trying to support the troops. Or find a troop to support me. That's my time. I married